The Islamic Consultative Assembly, also called the Iranian Parliament, the Iranian Majlis, or the People's House, is the national legislative body of Iran. The parliament currently has 290 representatives, changed from the previous 272 seats since the 18th of February 2000 election. The recent election took place on the 2nd of March 2012 and the new parliament was opened on the 27th of May 2012. History: Imperial State of Iran, National Consultative Assembly before the Islamic Revolution. Majlis was also the name of the lower house of the Iranian legislature from 1906 to 1979, the upper house being the Senate. It was created by the Iran Constitution of 1906 and first convened on 6 November 1906, soon gaining power under the rule of the Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Noteworthy bills passed by the parliament under the Pahlavi dynasty include the Oil Nationalization Bill and the Family Protection Law, which gave women many basic rights such as custody of children in the case of divorce. Women were not allowed to vote or be elected to the parliament until 1963, as part of reforms under the Shah's White Revolution. The 21st National Consultative Assembly, which included female representatives, opened on 6 October 1963. The last session of the pre-revolution parliament was held on 7 February 1979. Islamic Republic of Iran, Islamic Consultative Assembly. After the Iranian Revolution of 1979, the Senate was abolished and was effectively replaced by the Guardian Council, thus the Iranian legislature remained bicameral. In the 1989 revision of the Constitution, the National Consultative Assembly became the Islamic Consultative Assembly. The Parliament of Iran has had 6 chairmen since the Iranian Revolution. Akbar Hashemi Rafsanjani was the first chairman, from 1980 to 1989. Then came Mehdi Karoubi, Ali Akbar Natig Nouri, Mehdi Karoubi, Gholam Ali Haddadidel and Ali Larijani since 2008. Over its history, the parliament is said to have evolved from being a debating chamber for notables, to a club for the Shah's placemen during the Pahlavi era, to a body dominated by members of the propertied middle class under the Islamic Republic. 2012 election. The last elections of Parliament of Iran were held on 2 March 2012 with a second round on 4 May 2012 in those 65 districts where no candidate received 25% or more of the votes cast. More than 5,000 candidates registered, but more than a third were disqualified by the Guardian Council, leaving about 3,400 candidates to run for the 290 seats representing the 31 provinces. The election has been described by journalists and analysts as a contest between Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei and President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, with Khamenei supporters winning a large majority of seats. Iranian officials and state media have described the election as a sign of Iranians' trust in the Islamic Republic and a message to the West, rejecting pressure over Iran's nuclear program. Although no final election turnout figures were released, state media emphasized that voter turnout was high. The parliament has no direct control over key foreign and security policy matters, but some influence over those policies in coming elections. In the wake of the crushing of reformist protest against the 2009 election results, few if any reformist candidates were allowed by the Guardian Council to run. Members. Currently, the parliament's 290 members, 14 of whom represent non-Muslim religious minorities, are popularly elected for 4-year terms. About 8% of the parliament are women, while the global average is 13%. The parliament can force the dismissal of cabinet ministers by no-confidence votes and can impeach the president for misconduct in office. Although the executive proposes most new laws, individual deputies of the parliament also may introduce legislation. Deputies also may propose amendments to bills being debated. The parliament also drafts legislation, ratifies international treaties, and approves the national budget. All People's House of Iran candidates in all legislation from the Assembly must be approved by the Guardian Council. Candidates must pledge in writing that they are committed, in theory and in practice, to the Iranian constitution. Leadership. Members of Parliament elect their Speaker and Deputy Speakers during the first session of Parliament for a one-year term. Every year, almost always in May, elections for new speakers are held in which incumbents may be re-elected. The current Speaker of Parliament is Ali Larijani, with First Deputy Speaker Mohammad Hassan Abaut-Orabi Fard and Second Deputy Speaker Mohammad Reza Bar-Onar. Building. From 1979, the parliament had convened at the building that used to house the Senate of Iran. A new building was built for the assembly at Bar-Aristan Square in central Tehran, near the old Iranian parliament's building that was used from 1906 to 1979. After several debates, the move was finally approved in 2004. The first session of the parliament was held on 16 November 2004 in the new building. The old building is depicted on the reverse of the Iranian 100 rials banknote. The first building, the second building, the third building,